It's interesting that you mentioned about HPA, and I know we were talking about this off camera or off the podcast earlier. Novritsch and their new sniper rifle.
HPA's or dual power sniper rifle.
This was also at IWA.
It was also at IWA. HPA and Green Gas, and instantly convertible from one to the other. If you run out of one, you can use the other.
Is it via a toggle switch or something like that?
Absolutely no idea. I really don't. I think it's just how you fill the reservoir. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a double entry into the gas reservoir with a gas fill valve on one end and HPA tap on the other.
Yeah,
it's plausible that that's what they've done, because you could, in theory, do that with any green gas gun that's got a built-in tank. You could leave the valve in there, drill it, tap it, and put HPA tap in there.
This is in terms of their rifle, though. It is specific, much like the lever action or the VMP2 behind us. It's not based off of anything, is it? This is of Novritsch's own design, which kind of represents something they've not done before, because usually
it looks like one of the MD. The actual chassis it's in looks like the MDT chassis, which is a target shooter's sort of chassis for a gun. I never really got a proper look at the action, the design of the action on it.
Yeah.
At a glance, like you said earlier on, it looks very much like an air rifle.
Yeah.
Very much like an air rifle, like a PRS air rifle. So I'd be interested to, because their sniper rifles are good. They're not the best, but they are good. If somebody comes in here and doesn't want to spend more than 300 quid and doesn't want to custom build one, if they just want something that's going to hop a heavyweight BB out the box and work, an SSG10 is my first. Because I was having this conversation with someone the other day. He said, I want a sniper rifle. I've been looking at the Tokyo Marui VSR. It's 80 quid cheaper than the SSG10. And I was like, yeah, but then you're going to spend another good couple of £100 at least to get the bit to bring it up. I was like, so you may as well just go and buy an SSG10 and then chuck some money into that.
Yeah.
So
it's a difficult thing. I think
they're very good at designing that kind of stuff. And I think when Novritsch was first bringing stuff out, obviously there wasn't a whole lot of thought going into what they were doing, and there was nothing new setting the world on fire. They were just getting like the P90s they were buying a JG P90, putting some upgraded parts in it en masse and selling them out. Same with like their SSR4s and stuff like that. They were just pre-upgrading guns and selling them, whereas this is something completely new.
Yeah, this is something we've not seen before, this dual power thing. But do you think it's gonna catch on? I mean, how often though? In reality, how often does someone run? If they're running a sniper rifle, do they actually run out of air in their tank?
Not very often. It's a gimmick.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the thinking behind it then? Like,
it is. I personally think it's a gimmick, but I mean, some people are going to love it, aren't they?
Unless,
they're going to love it. The fact that it's HPA out the box is going to be the big seller for it.
Yeah.
Because most things you have to put that HPA engine, either the Wolverine Bolt M or the Mancraft kit, or you've got to buy your VSR and then put that in it. Whereas they've just gone, no, we're going to bring it straight out. That's cool. People are going to like that, because if the price point is right, which it probably will be, again, he'll probably price himself just under how much it would cost to buy all the gun and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Which then means people are just going to buy his, because it works out 20, 30 quid cheaper and a couple of hours worth of your time cheaper.
And all the alignment is going to be there.
Everything's going to work out the box. And if it doesn't, you go back to them and they sort it out. So, yeah. I think it will be. Luke. Yeah. I think it will be popular. On that respect. I don't think the dual fuel thing is going to be what the selling point is. I think that's just more of a gimmicky bonus.
Unless people use it as a green gas first.
Problem is, there's so much power fluctuation with green gas, depending on what temperature it is, how many shots you've taken. Whereas with HPA, you just don't get that. That's why everybody runs HPA guns.
Yeah. And like I say, I don't see a scenario in which the average player who's who's running sniper, and let's face it, is probably lucky to fire off 100 shots in a game.
Yeah.
I don't see the day that he runs out of.
No. A lot of the snipers I know, they'll run one of the small 13 CI bottles if they're running HPA, and that will quite happily last them for a whole game. So,
yeah,
we'll see. We will see. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, and I suppose it pairs in nicely with their other product, that sort of miniature gas bottle.
It's very clever.
Yeah.
It means you haven't got to carry a whole thing of green gas around with you. It looks like a little CO2 cartridge, and you can just fill that up with green gas and use that just to top up.
I think as an everyday thing for people who are using any sort of GBBR, it's probably something you need.
Oh god, yeah! You chuck a couple of those in your dump pouch or in your, your admin pouch, and you're away. And your pistol runs out of gas. You fill it up on the field. Job done.
Yeah.
And it's not taking up any room.
No, and probably not. I don't know whether they're rubberised on the outside so that they don't sort of make any noise as they're jingling about.
It wouldn't take much to tape them up with some fabric tape, would it?
Or cover them in elastic bands.
Or just cover them in elastic bands. There you go, sorted.